We are 20 days away from Colorado choosing a new governor, and in this Denver 7 Political 360, we asked Walker Stapleton and Jared Polis the exact same question so you can see where they stand. And first, both agree healthcare and education are the top two issues for our state.
We still have 14 counties that have one choice of healthcare providers, so the future of healthcare is going to be really important to all Coloradans, and making sure that we provide better access, better affordability, and better competition in how we deliver healthcare. And I think education is really important. As the parent of 3 school-age kids, I want to make sure that every dollar that I'm spending as a parent is getting into the classroom where it belongs for our students, for our teachers, to improve student-teacher ratios. That's not really happening right now.
Families that have young kids struggling with high costs of paying for preschool, paying for kindergarten, which is why we're focused on doing what many states like Oklahoma already have, which is giving every kid the opportunity to go to free preschool and kindergarten. The other big one is healthcare. I'm paying too much for prescription drugs. My insurance gone up 15% a year. So we have a 100-day plan to address that, to save families money on healthcare.
Both men are wealthy compared to most Coloradans. Exactly how wealthy, we don't know, since neither has released tax returns. So we asked how they can show Coloradans they're in touch.
My policies, I believe, will win the day. His policies will have the people that can least afford it paying the most, and that's true with healthcare, it's true with energy, and it's true with education. The last thing I want to do is make a bunch of empty government promises that lead to mountainous debt and harder times struggling for middle-class Coloradans that are struggling to have hold down a job, put food on their table, and for the educational outcomes for their kids.
This is about how Colorado can work for everybody. Look, I hear from so many families that while we have low unemployment and maybe you got a 3% raise, what does a 3% raise mean if your rent has gone up 8 or 10%, or you can't save up enough to get a down payment for your home? You can't keep up with the high cost of preschool and kindergarten. Look, you know, Walker and I can afford preschool and kindergarten for our kids. Why should our kids start out at an advantage over families that can't? That's not fair, and that's not our Colorado.
The President Trump factor. We wanted to know how the president is affecting the race for Colorado governor.
Donald Trump endorsed my opponent, which is no surprise because Walker Stapleton is a Donald Trump yes man. I'm willing to take on this president and any president to show an independent Colorado, right? I'm not going to be beholden to anybody, any special interest, or any president of either party. I'm always going to put the bottom line: how does it affect Colorado families? Does it give you a little bit more money in your pocket at the end of every month to enjoy the Colorado you love? Then I can get behind that idea, whether it's from the left or the right.
And I don't think that this governor's race is going to be have much to do with what's going on in Washington. I think Coloradans recognize that they should make a choice between Walker Stapleton and Jared Polis, and I think Colorado voters are intelligent, and they will judge me based on the work that I've done in the Treasurer's office and the policies that I've advocated for to keep Colorado fiscally responsible, keep our budget in check, and defend taxpayers every opportunity I've had.
If the candidates had a choice, we asked which living president would they want to come to Colorado and campaign on their behalf.
Barack Obama is somebody that I worked with to replace No Child Left Behind with the Every Student Succeeds Act, to expand health care to hundreds of thousands of Coloradans. And while I may not agree with Barack Obama on every single issue, I think he was a competent, thoughtful president, and I'd be honored to campaign alongside him as I have in the past.
I'm biased, but President Bush 41, he's an American hero, the youngest fighter pilot in the Pacific to be shot down at 18, a record of service his entire career. I think a record of being able to work with people with opposing viewpoints. So President Bush 41, hands down.
And we asked several more questions of the candidates about their attendance records, party leadership, what they do in an economic downturn. You can see it all on our streaming platforms and thedenverchannel.com. And tonight, polling site 538 is putting out odds for which candidate will come out on top.
They're expecting a blowout here. Jared Polis given a stunning 11 in 12 chance of winning this race, and is expected to come with 54% of the vote to Walker Stapleton's 43% of the vote. And the candidates will take the stage Tuesday for a debate we are hosting alongside DU and the Denver Post. It'll air right here, Denver 7, 6 o'clock. You can also see it on our Facebook page. Until then, keep emailing us the questions you want us to ask, politics@thedenverchannel.com.